Hey, this is Brandy. This is going to be a demonstration on how to use Padlet. Padlet is an online virtual whiteboard program. It's free to use, there are no downloads, and you can even use it with or without an account, which is very cool. If you have an account with Padlet, you are able to save your whiteboards and use them later. If you're not, then you can use it instantly, and then of course it will go away. But either way, you are allowed to use and create new walls on Padlet. Padlet is a great tool to use in the classroom because it is collaborative. You can create a wall, and then anyone with the link will have access to be able to comment or do whatever you would like for them to do on that wall. It's a great way to get kids involved. Kids in your classroom and kids all over the world if you'd like to make it public, and it'd be a good way to collaborate that way as well. Padlet also is a wonderful tool to use with school systems that are now doing one-to-one initiatives where each student has an iPad in hand. It's a great way for them to respond, to turn in their homework. They can post it back on the wall and then you have it. So there are lots and lots of different possibilities, different ways that you can use Padlet in your classroom. So I'm going to do a quick demonstration for you and show you just how easy it is to use. The Padlet website is padlet.com. And again, you can create with or without an account, but I have an account, so I will be logging in. Alright, once you log on, this is the screen that you will see. Now, if you've already started on a Padlet or you've already created one, it's going to be here in your Padlets. To create a new one, you simply will go right here to create new Padlet. So we're going to do that now. Okay, this is going to be your wall. Now right now it is simply blank, but there are lots of things that you can do. If you'll notice over here to the right, these are your different icons. The one at the top will take you back to the home page. This is where you would like to create a new wall or a new Padlet. This is your account information. This is where we will come in a little while if we want to share or export our Padlet. Just to get more information, if you need help. This icon right here is the one you will use the most, and this is your modify this wall. So I'm going to click on that. And this gives me several different things. The first thing I will do is give it a title, and you'll notice that when I start typing in the title, it will appear on my Padlet wall. The title of this Padlet is going to be Exporting with China. For the description, I'm simply going to type in different products we get from China. Okay. And the next thing I'm going to do is add wallpaper. Now you can leave it blank just like this, or you can choose any type of wallpaper that you like. I'm going to go with the stripes. And then you can go to your layout button, and here you can either have freeform, which means you can post things anywhere on the screen that you like. You can stream it, and this may be good if you've got a lot of kids that you know are going to be commenting and posting on here. It will actually put them in a straight line as you go, and that might be helpful to keep the information organized. You can also have it laid out as a grid, and it will put things in a grid or an organized layout that way. For this, I'm just going to go with freeform on this one. Your next button is privacy. You can make it completely private. You can make it password protected. You can have a hidden link, which means that it will be public, but it doesn't show up through searches and things like that, so someone would have to know to be looking for it. Or it can be totally public. For the purposes of this one, I would make it password protected. And then I'm going to give it a password. So I'm just going to say Laney3 on that. Go to who can view your Padlet. And here, the people who visit can view, but that is all. Here they can write on it and post, but they can't moderate or change anything that's already on the Padlet. Or down here, if you select can moderate, then they have as much control over it as you do. As a teacher, I'd rather not do that. So I'm going to go to can write because I do want my students and anybody else that visits my Padlet to be able to post and do things. So I'm going to do that. This is where, if you would like it, you can add people by email and give them more control if you want to let them be joint owners or whatever of the Padlet. And then if you would like to do more moderate posts down here, you have that option as well. Okay, notifications, if I would like to get an email each day as people post on my Padlet, you can select that. The address is cool because you can see up here you've got Padlet.com, LaneyBS, and then some gibberish that nobody's going to remember. So if you want to pick a Padlet address that you can remember, that's actually going to be cool because you'll now have Padlet.com/LaneyBS/ and I'm going to put China exports, and you can see that it is available. So I'm going to pick that as my Padlet address so that it will be easier to find. Okay, now I'm actually going to start adding some text onto my wall so my students will know what I want them to do. To add anything to your wall, you will simply double click and a box comes up. Now here you can start typing in. I will show you in a second to add a link, a video, an image, map, slideshow, anything like that. You will click on this link. If you would like to upload a file, you will use this button. Or here, if you would like to access your own webcam to snap a picture, you can do that as well. So I'm going to simply title this Homework Assignment. And I'm going to just paste in what I would like for them to do. And that's basically it for this part. And then I'm just going to move it up here to the top. Okay, I would also like to add a map of China and just some information about China. So again, double click inside your wall, and I'm going to click on my little chain link here to go to a URL. And to do that, I have a world atlas thing pulled up. So I'm just going to copy that URL and put it right there. And click add. And that is going to pull up this website, and all the students will have to do is click on the little page icon right here and it'll take them to that actual page. So for the title of this, I'm going to say please read and explore so that they can do that as well. Alright, and now I'm ready for my students to start doing the rest of the work on this wall. Now I'm going to show you what the page is going to look like when someone else is posting on it from a different device. I have my iPad here with me, and on the iPad I have the Padlet pulled up through the link. And to do this, all you can do on your iPad, you simply double tap in there and a box is going to come up just like it does on the computer. And I'm going to just type in a comment. And you can see now there it is, and that came from my iPad. I can also go ahead and complete this assignment by clicking on the upload. It says drop a file or click to browse. So I can do that, and on my iPad it comes up. On the iPad you can see that it comes up either choose existing or take a picture. So I'm actually going to take a picture. I have a calculator here that is made in China. So I'm going to take a picture of my calculator. I'm going to use photo. And you can see in just 1 second that it is going to show up on the Padlet. There's the picture that I just took. And at the top, again, it says title write something. So I'm going to say this calculator was made in China. And there it is. And that came again directly from my iPad. So you can see how versatile Padlet really is. It is very, very interactive, and you can use it for an endless number of things that you would like. So get out there, create a Padlet, and share it with the world. Thanks.